Hello, I'm Lugatorix and welcome to part 30 of the Scythia campaign on Rome Total War, and we're starting this episode very similarly to how I swear we started an episode not long ago, which is a random general is going to join our army. Just as I loaded the game, this is what showed up. I haven't even touched anything. He probably will die because this is what happened the other day. Nope, this one didn't die straight away. Okay, so we have a new general. That's nice. But anyway, this is the Scythia campaign. That was rather random. We do have a new general, which is good. And we are getting towards the end. We're at 50 settlements, but we still have a lot to do. Ariminum is under siege. Campus Sarkai we have under siege. I believe that Tarsus is under siege. There's a lot going on. Capua under siege. We still haven't finished off the Germanics. Julii is now under siege by the British. We have no money, so we'll see how we can do. So where do we start off, really, is the place. I mean, Campus Sarkai, I don't believe we can take now. No, we can't. So that'll be the first thing we do next turn. As for Germania, well, we have a lot of armies around everywhere. Dama is under siege by Othelhildis of Germania. So we are going for the throat. We are going for Bart of Odrum, and hopefully we can take that off them very, very soon. But now I'm worried about Dama being potentially taken by the Germanics, so that's issues over there. And of course the British, who as usual are causing trouble. So not a lot we can physically do. We will have to recruit and just basically deal with the Germanics and the British. Very annoying that the British have Trier under siege, because I don't want to go to war with them so late in the series, but there we go. Now, Carolus. We have this army about to move over to Carolus. I actually don't think there's a lot we can do physically because, I mean, everywhere, you know, Segesta under siege, we can't do anything more. So I think I'm going to recruit, which is mostly horse archers basically everywhere, and then we'll be ready to end the turn. Right, so let's end the turn and see what's going on. But literally anything could happen right now. Right, end turn. So, Diplomat moving up north. I can't really remember why he's doing that, but he just is. This is interesting. So the Scipii army has moved out of Carolus and, well, away from Carolus, and has decided to fight us in the open field, which absolutely benefits us. As I've said many times before, Scythians are best in the open field. They're not very good fighting inside towns or cities, so the fact that they have decided not to go into Carolus but to fight us on the open field is a very poor mistake by Manius Glaucia, a name you don't see very often. His army, mostly Weletes, which aren't amazing, but actually could do a little bit of damage. Astarte is a basic army. I think we have a very good chance of winning this purely with the amount of horse archers we have. Let's see what we can do. Right, so we're going to start the deployment. Now, I'm going to have the archers stay completely out of the way of this fight. And the reason is because the archers are actually the most important unit in this whole army, because without them we can't physically get inside Carolus, because they're the only unit that can hold the ram. So the rest of the army can move forward towards the Scipii, like so, and basically start firing in on them. So we're now firing in on them, and, well, of course they're going to start doing the same with their Weletes and the Astarte with their Pila, and they will do a bit of damage. That is inevitable, unfortunately, but we have so much more firepower than they do. I feel like we have the advantage. I particularly want to focus on the general because he is the most dangerous unit they've got, of course. That would, you know, if he charged down my archers in particular, that could be hugely problematic. So already nearly 10% of them are killed to 0% of ours, which is good. I'm surprised the Weletes aren't being more aggressive. They need to move forward really, but that's not my concern. That is the AI's concern. How's the general doing? His bodyguard already down by 10. I think he must be the faction leader because he was at 43 heavy cavalry. He's now at 30. We are really focusing on him and making sure he goes down, which is important again because we don't want him to get back to Carolus. A good victory here, and the road to Carolus is pretty much assured. I mean, you know, which is good. Which is good. We want to destroy the Romans. I said it was my campaign objective to completely destroy the Romans. What's going on over here? The war dogs have caught up with the Scythians. It gets a bit annoying. Okay, so the general might actually physically get away. I honestly don't mind if he does. It's not too bad, because we will have to fight him at some point anyway. Yeah, I was saying, so the campaign objective, although we could just take Rome right now, I want to win it properly and actually destroy the Romans, because we're so close to doing so, we might as well just destroy the Romans. So taking Carolus, hugely important part of doing that, basically. But we seem to be doing a pretty good job here, despite actually not killing the general. This unit still fighting the odd war dogs, but the war dogs are wavering, so I fancy our chances, to be honest. How is everything else going? So 9% to 30%. I bet the majority of that is war dogs and odd stray units like that can physically catch up with our cavalry. It's a bit annoying, but we'll have to deal with it. Right, so some of the Scipii are beginning to rout. They are not particularly happy, which is good for us. Some lads are over there, not really doing a lot. I mean, really start firing on these Weletes. Make sure you get them down, please. I think the Romans might have had enough, you know. We're going to charge in. Try and kill as many of them as possible. I think they might have had enough. They look like they are running off completely. And yeah, they look like they are out of here. Right, well, we can focus on them in the melee then in that case. I think we have a good chance of getting them down. Because their morale will be very low. They should collapse pretty much instantly. I mean, that unit's wavering, for example. You two units get on these guys. I think we have a pretty good chance, actually. Yeah, that unit's wavering. They're wavering. You guys aren't really doing much, and you probably aren't going to get those guys, so whatever. But we've killed the majority of this Scipii army. In fact, you can go and get these guys. We've done a pretty good job, I reckon. And there we go, victory. We'll just chase off the last few lads, but that is it. I'm pretty sure there's no one else left. There we go, clear victory. 751 kills to 97. The Romans never stood a chance in the open field against a bunch of horse archers. Very, very stupid decision. We could basically put Carolus under siege. We'll have it within 2 turns, which is beautiful. So what else is going on? That was a good start. The Romans, the Senate specifically, are moving out. Germanics didn't do anything. Okay, fine. Julii put Batavium under siege. Interesting. And even more interesting, Aram, who is putting Segesta under siege, has been attacked by Captain Julianus and Manius Julius. And again, very, very similar situation to Carolus. I mean, this is slightly more difficult, but they fought us in the open field, which benefits us. I mean, they have a majority army, which is infantry. The Equites are a bit annoying. They are as fast as our horse archers, which could be a bit frustrating. But in general, Manius Julius, the war dogs, and the Equites are actually the biggest trouble. I think we have a very good chance of winning this, and a good victory here, and we can take Segesta right now. So, let's see how we do. Right, so here we are in northern Italy. And basically, I mean, barbarian mercenaries completely useless. They can just sort of stay over here. They're not needed at all. In fact, we'll just stick them over in that direction, the most isolated place. There we go. Other than that, I think everyone can fight. So we'll start the battle. The horse archers in particular, if I select them properly, can move forward against these Julii. Really start getting some good hits in. That's a running order, please. And then we'll have the general come over here, Aram, who was about to take Segesta, which is literally... No, that's the port, sorry. But, yeah, he was about to take Segesta. That probably is Segesta over there. But, unfortunately, this army had other ideas, which is fine. We can deal with that nice and easily, hopefully. So I want Aram to deal with the Equites. He will be strong enough to deal with the Equites for sure. And the Equites, as I said, are a dangerous unit for the Scythians. Right, we've charged into the Equites. They should go down pretty quickly, I would imagine, hopefully. Admittedly, you're getting slightly swarmed here. General's going to back off, but the Equites do indeed rout. So we did the job, only losing a few General's bodyguard in the process. That is fine. I can deal with that for sure. So pretty good start. Pretty good start. 1% to 18% as well is pretty good as well. So what we're doing, we're firing in from all sides. I'm trying to get the general just to chase off these Hastati. I don't want them getting away in particular. But otherwise, things are going pretty straightforwardly so far. But the Equites are back, to be fair, so we need to really charge into them nice and quickly, please. Make sure we get rid of them for good. Well, the light cavalry is trying to run off. Let's get these Hastati first. The Equites, oh, they're chasing that unit. I mean, a little bit annoying. This unit might be a bit in trouble just because... You know, they are as fast as the Equites, but the Equites will do more damage in the melee for sure. But it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, we can deal with it. So, 4% to 43%. I'll definitely take that so far. Very, very good start indeed. What have we got over here? We've got Weletes, some random unit of Weletes chasing our general. Fine. They're eager, so I'm going to sort of skirt around them if possible. Don't particularly... want to engage with any eager unit. In fact, they're steady and they're shaken. You know what? Let's go for it. We'll see how it goes. They're shaken. Are they going to break? This unit hasn't broken. Oh no, apparently they have. Yeah, they've all broken. Excellent. Excellent stuff. So the general is going to focus on getting all these guys down. And you can see from over here, the Equites did indeed take that unit down. I knew they would. The Equites are a dangerous unit for the Scythians, and this has proven it here. These Weletes have recovered, but I reckon a good charge in from the general, even if there is about half as less men in his unit, should be enough to get him down. Yep, broken, there we go. So, excellent stuff. Now, where is this general? He's over here. Their Roman general, by the way, is what I'm referring to. We really need to start getting him down. So you lot, you're basically doing nothing. What have we got over here? Which unit is the general? We have the Roman general. Right, you guys start focusing on the general. In fact, so can you. You're not really doing a lot. So start focusing on the general. Our general can take out the routing units. That's fine. We don't need the Scythian horse archers to do that. This is a very, very simple job for Aram. I mean, really, if we take the Roman general out and we get up to 90%, we could take Segesta right now. Either way, we have rams and siege equipment built, so we could just waltz in. So really, this is pretty much secured, because this solid victory pretty much secured the fact that we are actually going to get Segesta this turn, which is really, really good. And it's a step forward to defeating the Julii. I believe the Julii only have about 2 or 3 settlements left, but they are besieging about 2 or 3 settlements of ours as well. So we need to make sure that although we do well on the offensive, we need to still make sure we defend the land we currently own. Our unit of archers died, which is a bit annoying. Don't know what happened to them. They just completely collapsed, and they were just in the corner doing nothing. So I'm guessing maybe the Roman general went for them. I think that might be the Roman general over there. Yeah, it is. 11 men. So hopefully the horse archers can get him down. Well, it's a victory. Let's just pause it for a second. It might well be a victory, but the general is not dead as far as I'm aware. So he must be routing. There he is. He's routing. He's not dead. So we need to make sure that we kill him with the horse archers. We have plenty of horse archers. They are meant to be faster than the general, so we will hopefully be able to deal with all of them, like so. Our general is just cleaning up the remnants of Romans that are fleeing in this direction, but we need to make sure we get the general down. So, what's going on? He might well get away, you know. Lads, you really need to be a bit quicker. Come on. We're firing. A lot of the lads are going down, but we haven't actually got the general down. There's 3 men left. We do have the projectile advantage. There's only 2 left. This is actually quite intense. Lots of arrows being fired. Surely the general won't survive that. It's literally just the general now, and he's dead. And he's dead. Beautiful stuff. So, enemy general fallen. Manius Julius is no more. Really awesome stuff. You guys can take out those Hastati. And I think we're pretty much done after that. Excellent stuff. And there we go. Heroic victory. Apparently, 812 kills to about 191 actually, to be specific. So hopefully we should actually take Segesta right now, and the Julii will be a step towards being gone. Sorry, lads. No, apparently we didn't take Segesta right now. It must be literally empty, though. We will be able to literally waltz in. Ariminum is put under siege. I thought it was already under siege, and we do actually take Segesta instantly, so we will exterminate the populace there. Interesting stuff which is going on. Okay, so enemy army routes, cool. Settlement besieged, we know. I thought Ariminum was already under siege, so no surprise. Scipii are richer than us. Well, that's because we actually bribed like half your armies, so yeah, obviously you're richer. Now, the Julii are besieging a lot of places. They're about to besiege Segestica, they're besieging Batavium, they're besieging Ariminum, they're besieging Salona. Do they only have Arretium left? They might. So, you get inside Arretium, 100% chance of success, and you're not going to die. Good. 32% chance we can infiltrate the gates. Well, how many settlements have the Julii got? Let's have a look quickly. 1. I think they've got 1, and that will be Arretium, and it is basically empty. If we take Arretium right now, then I believe Batavium, Ariminum, Salona, Segestica will no longer be under siege, because these armies will all turn rebel. I think. But never, you know, nothing is ever quite certain in Rome Total War. Incidentally, Capua is no longer under siege, which is good. Fine by me. You know, we don't particularly want Capua to be under siege for obvious reasons. So, really, let's see if we can move towards Arretium and take out the Julii. It's a shame we don't have any siege equipment, otherwise it would be guaranteed that we could infiltrate the city. And what's also annoying is this army of Captain Decimus is in the way. first of all attack this geezer. Hopefully he just goes back. No, he wants to fight. Of course he does. Right. Well, we're going to have to wipe this guy out because he's literally in the way to Arretium, and I kind of need to take Arretium right now. So, Captain Decimus, you're about to be decimated, my friend. Right, I won't show the majority of this battle because it'll be very similar to the ones we've just fought. Basically, what's going on is it's almost the same. I actually can't physically see the Julii for a second. Wait a minute. Ah, they're over there. We're going to run towards them, pelt them with arrows, and the general is going to take up the Equites. Other than that, it is very, very similar. So we're just firing in on them like I said we were. The general is coming around the back. I want him to take out the Equites like I said. They were actually already charging towards the general, I think. Big mistake, lads. We are going to go straight for you. They are faster, so they might be able to get away. But they dithered for too long. They're steady. We're not going down at all. They are going down a lot quicker. They're still steady, to be fair to them. But, come on. They're running. I mean, we have Peeler fighters, so, you know, we have the disadvantage. Come on, we need to get these Equites down, for goodness sake. Right, the Equites did not rout. Bit annoying. The Equites actually did a pretty decent job right there. It's fine. As long as the Equites is content with just chasing off the general and not killing my Scythian horse archers, I'm absolutely fine. Let's get right into him again. Another decent charge. Equites eager? Really? Okay, this unit of Equites might have a bit of experience to it or something. It's actually doing quite well. They're now shaken, which is good. One last charge, they probably will rout. Bang. Wow, this unit of Equites is really doing well. But come on, there's no way they're going to kill my general. Wavering. Yeah, there we go. They finally break. Good. Okay, so general a bit vulnerable, so he's just going to run over here basically while the Scythian horse archers take out the rest of the army, apart from one unit which decided to rout. Well done, lads. I think they might be running off, you know. I think they have had enough and they decided to finally get out of the way, which is fine by me as long as they don't go into Arretium, of course. But we'll have to hope they don't do that. 64% to 12% killed. We'll say clear victory in a second once that last unit goes out. There we go, 246 kills to 60, solid. I mean, you know, never expected anything different, but now hopefully we can go and take Arretium. We really need to because there is actually a lot of settlements under siege by the Julii, and I don't want them to start gaining territory. They do, of course, actually end up going to Arretium, so we have to basically hope that we can infiltrate the city now, can we? No, we were unlucky that time. Okay, fair enough. So we will have to take it next turn and hope basically that the Julii don't take any settlements in the meantime, which they could theoretically. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's a bit annoying. I don't think there's anything we can do about it. There's no more spies in the region. We'll just have to deal with it. But it's okay. We're strong warriors. It's fine. What we can do is we can take Carolus right now. No, we can't because it wasn't under siege, so that'll have to wait a little bit. But what we can do is take Campus Sarkai. So first of all, reinforcements join Artashes. Any good mercenaries? Oh, yeah, 3 Scythian. Yeah, we'll take these lads. So take all of you guys, merge the army up. Beautiful stuff. That is quite a strong army. Campus Sarkai, you are absolutely screwed. I'm going to auto-resolve it. It's so in our favour. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful stuff. And Campus Sarkai finally ours. That pink region of the map is cleared out. We're going to exterminate them for the money, basically. Merge them up again. And in fact, really, they should be starting to move towards the mystery settlement over here. Now, this army of Captain Haldita is moving there. But that on its own will probably not be enough. So what we need is the cavalry. So we'll have you. All of you guys basically need to start heading over here. Unfortunately, the mystery settlement is over here, but you can't go through the forest. So you have to take about 7 or 8 turns to get over. I don't know even if we will be able to do it by the end of the series. It might physically just take too long. I just don't know. So the other thing to deal with is the Germanics. So if we take Bards of Odrum now, which we can't unfortunately, we could actually theoretically, because Captain Bert Garda is there. If we took Bards of Odrum right now, then I believe this army would disappear. Hopefully it would. And the Germanics would be gone for good, which would be really excellent. So, well, we'll see what we can do here. Right, so what I've managed to manoeuvre is this army. It's a bunch of horse archers and one random barbarian mercenary to carry the ram. Has attacked Captain Bert Garda which is a bunch of phalanx and screeching women, basically completely useless against us anyway. And then Ricky, but this version of Ricky is not quite as good as from the Bad Economy challenge. A bunch of screeching women and phalanx. We could deal with this easily with horse archers, I reckon. We destroy this army. We have to kill Ricky, but if we do that, then Bards of Odrum will be ours, and hopefully this army will just disappear. Or it won't disappear, it'll become rebel. That'd be really good. So let's see, hopefully, if we can take Bards of Odrum now. Right, we are going to start the old deployment, and what we're going to do, start the battle, and immediately move towards, Ricky is actually a more concerning army, but move towards these guys, start firing in straight away. So we are firing on these guys. They are going to be absolutely slaughtered. They are not maneuverable enough to catch us in any way, shape or form. They are absolutely done for. We won't have any losses against us here. Okay, that army's running off, fine. What I want now is not to focus on this army. We're actually going to try and focus on Ricky, who is over here. So guys, run towards Ricky because we need to get him down as a priority. That's it. And we're already starting to fire in, but we need to make sure we fire in on the Warlord in particular. So, get Ricky down. That is the priority. Well, we're firing in, but he's not taking any losses, and he's actually going to go for the Barbarian Mercenaries, which isn't good. I didn't really plan for that. Right. Well, the Barbarian Mercenaries are going to collapse straight away. We just need everyone to focus on firing on Ricky. I don't care if the Barbarian Mercenaries collapse. That's not a problem, really. But it's a little bit annoying. You know what? He's wavering. Ricky is wavering. Oh, we could have maybe hit him there. He is very weak. He's only 6 men. Let's just charge into him. Come on. The Barbarian Mercenaries actually didn't break. Ricky is... Yeah, he's routing. He's routing. We need to make sure we get him down now. The whole army is chasing after him. He's just that one man there. Make sure we get him down, lads. Come on. He's having so many arrows fired at him. There's no way he's going to survive all the way to the red line. There we go. Ricky's dead. Now pause it for a second. Okay, that's good. It's a good step towards taking the settlement. Now, all of you on skirmish mode. Those Barbarian Mercenaries were heroic. They were just standing there, and they got charged into by a general of the Germanics, and they still survived to fight another day. Fantastic stuff. Really, really was. Now, these guys are running off, I think, maybe. They've had enough. Well, that's not good enough. Oh, for goodness sake. If we don't take the settlement now because the Germans were too cowardly, that will not be good. Well, it's victory. I'm going to have to end the battle. I don't know if we did enough to take Bards of Odrum. I think too many of the Germans might have gone back into the city. So, that really wasn't good enough, to be honest. But, yeah, we haven't done enough. We have not done enough to take Bards of Odrum. So, we will have to do that next turn. And pray this guy doesn't attack in the meantime. Oh dear. Right, okay. So, Arretium under siege. We can't do anything there. Now, Ariminum, I reckon we can deal with that, and the Julii will not be too much of an issue. Segestica is actually pretty weak. And considering Captain Luca is a relatively big army, really, these guys of Captain Identhurus should probably head back to Segestica. So, yeah, you do that. Now that's quite well defended. That'll be hard to break down for sure. Tarsus. Now, the interesting situation with Tarsus is there's no one in there. Philippos, you're going to have to come back down and take Captain Antaeus. And, yeah, and basically you guys come down as well. So it's going to take a couple of turns, but we need to go back and reclaim the territory outside of Tarsus, which is being occupied by Seleucids. So, I mean, Carolus we'll take now, or next turn. We'll hopefully take Bards of Odrum next turn, and Arretium. Once we've done that, the path is looking pretty clear to the end of the series, really. So, this army needs to get inside Capua, just in case it is attacked by the Scipii. Wardsin can't quite get into Capua, which is a bit annoying. Just sort of stand nearby and hope that he doesn't attack you. Okay, we'll end the turn. We'll see what happens. Best of luck. Basically, if no one attacks for just one turn, everything will be fine. Why did a unit move out of Salona, by the way? That was very odd. Okay, so Tarsus has been attacked, and the reinforcements did not get there in time. Okay, well, if Tarsus does get taken, we can immediately retake it because we have several big armies coming over. Captain Antaeus, not an amazing army. Not an amazing army, but we really do not have anything in terms of infantry. It's really going to have to be Ara, the faction leader, who's going to have to do a mad one here. Let's see how this goes. This will not be easy. The defense of Tarsus. I mean, 166 men against 900. I don't expect to win this. It's fine. We can reclaim it within 2 or 3 turns before the end of the series, I promise. Okay, so we can start the old deployment. And what we're going to do, I think we'll have the Cilicians at the gate just to sort of guard the gateway a little bit so it's not too easy for them to get through and they can fire their stuff in. As for these guys, sort of just hang around this region and fire in on anyone who comes close, and then the general can be here ready to charge. This is where the Seleucids. They're the other side. Fine. Have it that way. We will just come over and hit you from this side then. Dear me. Right, okay, so you guys run over here as quickly as you can. Cilicians, run over here as quickly as you can. General, run over here as quickly as you can. Let's go. Right, so we're already beginning to fire in on the Seleucids, which is good. Hopefully we can get some good hits on them, but I mean, basically the aim is to cripple this army as much as possible so that the retaking of the city will be as easy as it can be. Well, the walls and the gates have been taken, which is fine. 6% kill to 0% isn't amazing. I'm actually going to have the general charge over here very, very quickly. Who's coming through first? It is Peltasts. I think we can take Peltasts. And if we get one unit routing, you never know what can happen in Rome Total War. They're already shaken, or one of the units is shaken. General, the faction leader, can deal with Peltasts and peasants. Easy. Peasants are wavering. We get them down. I mean, I don't know how the peasants aren't already broken, to be honest. That's kind of remarkable and ridiculous in equal measure. That the peasants are not... Okay, they finally broke. So, 2 units are broken. Good. Get out there, get out there. You don't want to charge into phalanx. That's good. Now, the phalanx are admittedly eager, which isn't good. The militia cavalry, we can take militia cavalry down with our cavalry. Quick, run, run, run. Don't get involved in the phalanx. Don't get involved in the phalanx. Don't get involved in the phalanx. Get into the militia cavalry. This direction, you morons. Because we could have taken militia cavalry out. Instead, you just kind of ran into a phalanx. This has turned into a mess very, very quickly because the general didn't do what he was told. We could have got a 3rd unit routing. Unfortunately, things have not gone quite so well. 1 unit is wavering though, so get that wavering unit down. Oh, it's more Peltas. They're shaken. Our general did not do a very good job there, to be honest. Our faction leader, remember. Peltas, he died. Well, you just got killed by Peltas. You know what? Fine. We will retake Tarsus very, very soon. So it was a clear defeat. We actually got, though, 343 kills to 131. So we did a lot better, but we never could expect to win that. They had something like 7, 8 times the amount of troops we had. It's fine, though. We have plenty of troops coming back over. We have plenty of time to deal with them. It's all good. So what else is going on? Germania. Well, Britain, first of all, have taken Trier. Fine, you know what? You can have Trier, Britain. I literally don't want war with you. Leave us alone. It's fine. As long as we have 50 settlements and we defeat the Romans, you can have Trier. I never wanted it anyway, to be honest. So, screw you. Screw you. Okay, the Julii. Okay. So the Julii have attacked us at Retium with a big army which they've sort of fashioned out of nowhere. That was the army that was Ariminum. Okay, fine. So Captain Aulus, it's a bunch of infantry type troops. I mean, this we're not going to be able to win, are we? We're not going to be able to win. Okay, we'll back off. It's fine. We'll back off for a moment, but we will be back. We will be back. Okay, Julii have Mediolanum. How did the Romans get Mediolanum? Did it rebel? It rebelled, I think. We had Mediolanum. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, fine. We'll have to go and take Mediolanum back. Wow, it's because we bought it. We shouldn't have bought it, but whatever. Right, let's deal with Galerius Gracchus. I don't even know if we can deal with Galerius Gracchus. It's saying it's relatively even on the auto-resolve. I'm going to auto-resolve it. Average defeat. Fine. Oh, this is suddenly not going so well, so just go away. Okay, we know we've lost it. It's fine. It's alright. Okay, that wasn't the greatest turn ever. Salona is no longer under siege, which is good. Faction leader killed. Well, to be honest, Arrow, you weren't a very good faction leader, so, you know. Right. A couple of settlements were occupied. I don't exactly know how the Julii got Mediolanum, but okay. Okay. Let's just deal with the Greeks. Sorry, the Germanics first. Damer is no longer under siege, but Bards of Odrum. So what's going to happen is he's going to come over and defend Bards of Odrum. Yeah, very, very annoying. We were about to take Bards of Odrum as well. They got so little in it, and we just don't have a spy in the region. No, we only have a diplomat, which at the moment is pretty useless. So what we need, okay, so what we need all of you plus you to come over here. You know what? You can attack Otelthidis. Any good mercenaries? No, to be fair, no. But if you were joined by you lot, would this army be able to defeat Otelthidis? I think it could. I think this army could defeat him once and for all. Once we defeat this geezer, Bards of Odrum is ours. So we will end the episode with this, with Aram versus Otelthidis. Yeah, because if we destroy him, then Bards of Odrum, there's no more Germanic force left. So we really need to deal with this guy. And this geezer is finally about to go down. I can sense it. Although that is a lot of heavy cavalry. Let's see how we do. So, important battle if we want to destroy the Germanics. So, what we're going to do, we're going to get all of these lads. Now, the main thing is, of course, as always, taking out the generals. So, that, I believe, should be a general at the back. So, we will all get the missile cavalry to start dealing with that. We'll get the heavy cavalry coming over as well. Well, that looks like... No, that's a barbarian cavalry mercenary. Yeah, what we want is we want all these guys to focus on the barbarian warlord. And the Otelthidis himself. He is the troublemaker. He's been the troublemaker at the end of this campaign. We are going to fire in on the Germanics and, you know, hopefully do a lot of damage. They're a very unmaneuverable army, which is good. Good for us anyway. Now, my general's job is going to be to deal with the light cavalry because, as usual, they pose problems for me. So, hopefully, we can just deal with the barbarian cavalry mercenaries very, very simply. They're steady, they're shaken. Admittedly, we are being surrounded, but surrounded by trash units. Oh, that's not actually worked out that well. Because these stupid barbarian mercenaries, and then the general charges in. We need to get out of here. Get out, get out, get out. This barbarian warlord's down to 8. 8 men. Right. Stupid barbarian mercenaries, get the hell out of here. Charge into you and just get you routing. What? Oh no, sorry, that's the general who died. I thought, yeah, Otelthidis died actually pretty seamlessly. I thought it was our general who charged into the barbarian mercenaries and died. I was not very happy. Now we need to get the other general down because that's very, very important as well. So let's get the other general down. As for our general, he's actually dealing with the barbarian mercenaries finally. He needs to make sure he deals with these mercenaries as well. They're shaken. I think we can deal with them. I really do. Come on. Just get out of it. No, they're steady. Yeah, okay, now they're broken. Good, 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 good. Right, now, yeah, we just need to deal with... We can let them rout, they're fine. We need to just get the other general down. If we do that, the rest of the battle should be relatively straightforward, I think. So how's he doing? It's down to 9 men, which is excellent news. Really is. 8. Good, keep firing on him, keep firing. I mean, he's facing a barrage of arrows. He is routing, okay. This is where our general comes in. Our general needs to chase him. And we'll get this unit coming around the side here. Get off skirmish mode. You're going to do what you're told for a moment. So, our general needs to intercept him a lot quicker. Oh, for goodness sake. Guys, you need to get that general down. Why? That's the most terrible interception I've ever seen. Well, he's going to get away now, isn't he? He's going to get away because our general was so incompetent there. I can't believe that. That general always... he stayed back for a second. That's annoying. We still couldn't quite catch up with him. He is going to get away. We were too slow. For goodness sake. So he's going to get back to the city. Or the village, what it is in reality. And we are just meters behind him. The frustration of Rome Total War. And he keeps taunting us. You bastard. We're going to kill you so hard. Okay, next episode we will kill him so hard. Right, the rest of the army needs to be dealt with. So get these guys down, please. So we're just doing what we usually do. Skirmishing around the phalanx. They have no chance of catching us. It's beautiful. Right, there we go. That is everyone routing. Pretty easy. I didn't show the majority of it. There was no point. It was very, very simple. Just firing arrows at the phalanx. The poor phalanx who could do nothing about it. We've killed the majority of the army, but we didn't kill the general. We actually killed 98% of the army, but that one cowardice general got away. You can see the kills number there, but we still... Actually, we wouldn't have got Bartavoldrum anyway, because we weren't outside of Bartavoldrum. So it's fine, it's not too bad. But anyway, we decimated their army, by the way. That was a big, important battle. We decimated them. Now we need to move towards Bartavoldrum, which we'll do next turn, and, well, next episode, incidentally. Who is our faction leader now, by the way? It is Philippos, who... Where is Philippos? He's in Turkey as well, isn't he? He's going to deal with Tarsus. Yeah, he is. He's heading towards Tarsus. Beautiful. Well, you do that. And you know what? You can put Tarsus under siege at the very least. Build a couple of rams. That's fine. Excellent stuff. Okay. So I think we're going to end it here. But the last thing we can do, I think, is take Carolus. I believe. We'll just auto-resolve it. It'll be so simple. Yeah, we can auto-resolve that. What? Clear defeat. Well, that's taught me a lesson. What an absolute crock of BS that is. Okay, we lost that. I mean, okay, maybe I shouldn't have auto-resolved. Fair enough. But that was absolute BS what I just saw there. Okay, somehow we lost that. I just thought it was so simple. We might as well auto-resolve it rather than waste time. But apparently not. You guys all step inside Capua. Well, that was an absolute load of BS. I cannot believe what I just saw. Okay, well... Ah, that's really annoying. We should have taken Carolus right there. And now Mediolanium, the Julii I have, somehow. Okay. What we need to do, we need to get some troops over from Ariminum. We need to get all of these lads over from Ariminum for one last big fight against the Julii. We'll take you out. Okay, we need to do some stuff here. Right, so Aram now has a huge army to deal with the Julii. He can put Arretium under siege. They will attack us next turn. So next episode, we will be taking Arretium. You can just head back to Ariminum, my friend. Like so. But now, the Julii have Mediolanium as well. Ah, frustration. Okay, fine. We will deal with it. I mean, you might as well just head towards Mediolanium or something. Just be useful. Okay. So Carolus has not been taken. We need to muster up a force to take Carolus. And there isn't a lot of force around here. That's the annoying thing. I can't believe we lost that. Absolute BS, we lost that. We had such a big army. Okay, well, whatever. We'll have to just deal with it. I tell you what, this army can get on this ship. And what they can do is they can start heading towards Carolus just in case we cannot take it very, very quickly. We can start heading over to Carolus. Hopefully within like 3 turns we can destroy them. But anyway, next episode might be the grand finale. You never know. But it might take 2 episodes because we need to take Rome. We need to destroy the final 2 Julii settlements. We still need to take Bartavoldrum. We're heading towards the mystery settlement, which will take literally years to get over to. We might never actually do it. I don't know because the armies are so far away. That's the odd thing about Scythia, is that it's going to take forever to get over. So we'll see. We'll see. And we're going to take Tarsus back. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you around.